Whereas the systems model of policymaking focuses our attention on the relevant structures of the policymaking process and their functions, the production line model invites us to consider a specific sequence of activities undertaken by various actors which may result in a finished product, public policy. The production line model is not an alternative to the systems model. Indeed, the two models may be used in conjunction with one another and therefore, given their different emphasis, facilitate a more complete understanding of public policy making. The production line model is linear or sequential, suggesting a series of steps or stages that must be engaged in the process of making public policy. The metaphor of an assembly line implies public policy as a manufactured product, much like an automobile or a personal computer. The model suggests 5 stages of policy making which must occur in a particular order: agenda setting, formulation, adoption legitimation, implementation, and evaluation. As a matter of logic, policymaking must proceed through each of these 5 stages in its turn. In the real world of policymaking, however, the stages may be protracted or truncated, may partially or wholly overlap, or may occasionally proceed with a glitch or become mired in stalemate or gridlock. The real world of policymaking is political rather than logical. Therefore, the model should not be thought of as a perfect representation of reality. All models are, in any discipline, essentially a confession that the real world is too complex to understand on its own terms. Furthermore, if we could construct a model that perfectly represents and explains the real world, then we would not need a model in the first place. Despite the complexities of the real world of policymaking, it is instructive to think of the policymaking process in the logical context of the model. To make the model a bit easier to understand initially, think of the activities involved in the process of policymaking as you would any other problem-solving process. Recall that public policy is a purposive or goal-oriented action. Government undertakes public policy in response to a problem or set of conditions. Thus, the process of making public policy can be thought of simply as a set of problem-solving activities, not varying in any fundamental ways from the set of problem-solving activities involved in any other context. Consider the case of Edna McGahey, who wishes to lose 30 pounds before the next summer swimsuit season. In order to achieve her objective, she must take a number of steps, beginning with a recognition that she has a weight problem. Once she perceives the problem, she must resolve that it is sufficiently important to her to lose the weight. Next, she will undoubtedly consider several alternative regimens as a means to her end. Let's say she entertains 3 alternatives. 1. Go on the Atkins diet, not affiliated with the Atkins diet. 2. Join a gym and get regular vigorous exercise. 3. A combination of the Atkins diet and exercise. Next, she must choose one course of action from among these alternatives. She chooses number 2. Then she must actually go to the gym and exercise. A decision to join a gym without actual implementation of an exercise regimen will not likely produce the desired weight loss. Finally, after some period of time undertaking the regimen, she will likely want to step on a set of scales to determine whether her regimen is achieving success. As a result of this assessment, she may choose to make modifications to her weight loss program. The production line model of policymaking involves the same basic steps. First, a problem is recognized and achieves agenda status. Next, alternative strategies for resolving the problem are developed. Government decision makers then choose an official course of action from among these alternatives. The course of action is subsequently implemented. Ultimately, assessments are made to determine whether the policy has achieved its objectives. Let's examine each stage in a bit more detail.